Well, hello everybody, it's Tom. Happy New Year, and we're back again with a comic book haul. It's not a haul, actually. It's a video I've done the past couple of years, showing just some of the favorite books, my favorite books that I've picked up for the previous year. So these are all the books that I picked, some of the books I've picked up in 2019 that I enjoyed finding and getting. But before I go any further, if you're 13 and under, this video is not intended for you, so you can get out now. It's weird, this whole new thing that's going on with YouTube. It almost feels like that we're making kiddie porn videos or something, the way that people are going to be coming after folks. It's just a weird thing. But that's another video for another day. Whoops, sorry, hit the camera. So the video that we're about to see, like I said, are some of the books I picked up this year. And we'll just start with this book here. The reason why this book is in my favorite pickups is just because of the amount of copies I found when I found these. I found like 10 copies of them, but the guy kept a couple, so I think I wound up with like 7 copies of them for like $1 a piece. So I was very happy to get those. I was happy to get this Mouse Guard #1, signed by David Peterson. It's not a first print, but I was very happy to grab that. I think I'll say that like 50 times. Very happy. Here's a book with not a lot of value to it. It's more of a nostalgic thing for me. Picked this up at a flea market. It was like the only book I picked up that particular day when I found this. It was in nice shape too. Let's see. And these are not in any particular order. I don't normally get a lot of variants when they come out, but I was able to grab this Black Cat J. Scott Campbell variant. And then a friend of mine picked up the Lucio Perillo New York Comic Con exclusive for Harley Quinn Poison Ivy. I've always liked this artwork when I saw it on Instagram. When I found out he was going to make a cover out of it, had to get that, and it got signed. And then also got this signed Perillo book. I actually don't know what the title is for it. One of these days I'll actually read one of these things and look at it. And then more Perillo goodness. Deja Solaris and Vampirella. Then this year marked my very first Mark Jewelers pickup. Picked this up at a yard sale, I think for $2. So that was my very first one of those. And then I was able to get some Dave Stevens books for my collection, and some of them I made PG, but I guess there's really no need to anymore. But I left the tape over the naughty bits, if you will. So I picked up those this year. This one I did not cover up. So those were some 3 relatively hard to find Dave Stevens books for me. And then I picked up the first appearance of Dreadstar. I was kind of happy to pick this up at the price that I got it for. I think I got it for $10. So I was, again, happy to get that. And then we got I just showed this in my last video, a signed Michael Turner book, one of my favorite artists of all time. Got that for half off. And then some other half price pickups that I was able to get. Rye #0. Fantastic Four 53, and Amazing Spider-Man 252. Those were some books that I had just shown in my last video. Normally when I do these videos, you'll see some books that I had just picked up like at the end of the year when they have these holiday 50% off sales. What stinks about doing these videos as well is I go back and watch myself, which is kind of weird. But then after I watch the videos and try to remember what I picked up, I have to go digging and pull out the books and then put them all back. So there's that. Picked this up during the summertime, I believe. This is the first time I had ever seen that particular treasury. And then I got, this was a book that I was always on the hunt for. I picked that up. And then, let's see, I got my very first L.B. Cole cover this year as well. So I was big on the trying to pick up Golden Age stuff this year, and I think I did okay finding some things in the Golden Age. This is a book that I got, and it made my list just because of how much I paid, how little I paid for it, and how I found it. And it is probably the lowest graded book in my collection, but Amazing Spider-Man number 7, coverless. Picked that up for $0.25. Found it in a quarter bin at my local shop. And then we were able to procure 2 horror books from EC Comics. Haunt of Fear number 22 I got from eBay. And Haunt of Fear number 15 I got from Reaper Tate, fellow YouTuber. So happy to get those as well. And then this book I got at Baltimore Comic Con. I got an Adam Hughes sketch. Love his stuff. Was considering getting it slabbed, as I have another one that's slabbed, but it's not like I'm going to sell this anytime soon. And then another Instagram pickup. I got Conan the Barbarian number 1. Got that from PGH Comic Book Expert, and it is also signed inside the front cover by Barry Windsor Smith. I never had his signature before. Always wanted that book just because of the significance of it. It's like one of the keys from the Bronze Age. It's been eclipsed by other books since then, but it's always been a popular book. And then some more Dave Stevens goodness I was able to find this year. Always love this cover. You don't see it very often out and about. And then I got this Avengers number 17 off of eBay. We're kind of far away, I just noticed, from the books. How about we do this? Because I'm sure someone's going to comment that they couldn't really see the books very well. And you know, a funny thing about the new rules with YouTube, my last video, I set it for adults only, and uploaded it on a Friday, which is normally a good time to get a lot of views, and nobody watched it. I had like 50 views within 24 hours. I changed it to all audiences, and then the viewing total went triple of that. So if you're still considering making videos on YouTube and you're watching this, if you're lucky enough to find this video with the new rules, you're going to have that to consider as well, that your viewership is definitely going to go down, unless you're one of the bigger channels that does this, and I am not one of those. So we just got a couple more books left. My absolute favorite pickups from the year. So I was able to get this from my local shop as well. Jumbo Comics number 80. I got that from my local shop. He contacted me that book came in, and was able to give me a really nice deal on that book. So that's one of my favorite pickups from the year. One of my favorite Golden Age books in my collection, actually. Another Instagram purchase, Master Comics number 72. And then yet another pickup from my local shop in Milltown. It's really nice. I don't want to say high grade, but it's pretty damn close. Police Comics number 100. I mean, it's such a clean copy. And then some fading there or something, but one of the nicest books in my collection from the Golden Age. And then we're going to finish out with some more Golden Age, just a couple more. Captain Marvel, number 15. And then a book that I picked up at East Coast Comic Con, the show that George Perez was doing, his last New Jersey show. I picked this up for, I think, $150. For me, that's a lot to spend because I'm very cheap, as those of you who kind of know me outside of YouTube know that I am. Weird Fantasy number 20. This has some Frazetta work inside, cover by Al Feldstein. And then last, definitely not least, another Instagram purchase, another book that I just had shown in my last video. My absolute favorite pickup from the year, from Instagram, Flash Comics number 51. You know, I guess an honorable mention that I didn't pull out just because I was lazy was my, well, actually there was two things. One of them I can kind of grab real quick without bringing the video to a halt. I really enjoyed finding this at Baltimore Comic Con. I think I got that for $5 or $10, this hardcover. I wish I had it at the show that George Perez was at. I would have gotten him and Steranko and the whole Infinity Gauntlet team to sign. And then the other pickup that I didn't show was getting my Infinity Gauntlet number 1 signed by the team that worked on the book. George Perez, Jim Steranko, and I'm sorry, 2 other guys I never remember names. So that's it, guys. Very short and sweet video, not a lot of stories behind everything. We're getting in under 15 minutes, so that should upload pretty quick. Just wanting to get this out. I'll also put a link to some other videos that my year-end videos that I've done in the past, if you guys want to check those out. If you have nothing better to do, you can check them out. And thanks again. I hope everybody has a happy new year, and until next time, guys, we'll see you soon. Bye for now.